Hi guys, I am going to give you my number one tip to quicken your personal practice and develop your spiritual gifts. My name is Susan. Welcome. If you've never been here before, I'm a mentor for spiritually awakening women. I was born clairvoyant, and it took me about 40 years before I finally realized, thanks to a near-death experience, what to make of all of the crazy experiences I've had in my life. So, what is my number one tip? And it's so simple, and it's so boring, and I want you to really embrace it because it's so true. The best and easiest and quickest way to develop all of your extrasensory awareness and all of your spiritual gifts, and the fastest way to develop your intuition and to gain traction on your intuition. So not only like intuiting things and noting the synchronicities, but the fastest way to actually glean meaning from everything it is that you're discerning is this: to meditate 20 minutes a day. And I know that's the equivalent pretty much of me trying to sneak frozen broccoli into a smoothie for my kids, but you guys, there is no better, more genuine way to miracle grow everything it is that you're interested in than up-tuning your own personal daily meditation practice. 20 minutes a day. And there's really nothing to do or be done during that time. It is just time spent in those 20 minutes when, by the nature of meditation itself, you are more aligned with and most aware of your expanded, full spiritual self than you otherwise are. And that's the practice. That's the practice that takes everything off. But you've got to lay down that disciplined framework. I don't know if you've heard this phrase before. I've known this phrase for a long time. I've always hated it, but I have found it to be really true, which is there is freedom in discipline. And it wasn't until I committed to this day in and day out, no matter how I was feeling, no matter what was going on, but that in that triage sense, where you've got the top-down thing that's most important. When I made meditation like top-down most important, no matter what, and everything else kind of around that, and I'm only talking 20 minutes. You can carve 20 minutes out. You can carve 20 minutes out. Likely it'll be in the beginning or the end of the day. That is when I noticed, when that became a part of my daily life, and that was probably about 18 years ago. I first noticed I noticed so much more. I mean, it was incredible. And then the evolution of that, the next stage of that was gaining traction with the meaning of it all. Because that's where I actually stayed frustrated for quite some time was, I was born clairvoyant and I was always getting so much stuff all the time, but it took me a long time to be able to discern meaning for myself and for others through all the stuff I was getting. And that was a really frustrating place to be. But everything you desire, the quickening, the deepening, the sense of expansion and limitlessness and possibility, and where you're in that space where you don't know what could happen next, and that you love that resonates with you, and that's how you want to spend your time and live your life. It's got to be anchored in what could be considered that less sexy, more boring daily practice of coming to center. Just 20 minutes a day. That is my number one tip to exponentially expand your spiritual journey. Thanks so much, you guys. I love you, and take care.